Hello, Dom speaking. Now, last night I watched Inside The Manosphere. I didn't watch it all, I watched half of it. I think half was enough because it was fairly shit. And it didn't really make sense. Now my view on it is they're trying to show that all this masculine role models are all fucking toxic and shit. But they're comparing fucking real legends to these fucking weird beta men. Like, fucking look at Justin Waller. He's an alpha male. He has his life sorted, fucking worth 32 million, built his business from the ground. And then they have these, what was that black streamer's name? Not Sneeko, the other fella, but he was a complete clown. He gets women on his podcast, calls them fat, fucking tells them they're slow for sleep with loads of men, and then tells them to get off the podcast. Like, it's everything we already know. Why the fuck? Like, it's all about attention. It has nothing to do with the manosphere. It has nothing to do with inspiring men to fucking become great and being a positive fucking role model for masculinity. But he's comparing him to Justin Waller, and then he interviews Justin Waller, and then he both asked him the same question. Now, Justin Waller says that him and his wife, they have fucking threesomes, or not his wife, I think it was his partner, his girlfriend, whatever you want to call him. And she's fine with that. He also sleeps with other women. She's fine with that, but it's a one-sided monogamy, open relationship. So Justin Waller is allowed to do that, but the wife isn't, which is fair enough. You have to understand, people, he's not the average fucking man. He's worth 32 million. He looks like Hercules, and he fucking smokes cigars and wears suits all day. Like, legend. If you asked his wife, would you rather be with him or some average fella who makes fucking 30, 40, 50 grand a year, she's gonna choose him 9 times out of 10 anyway, as far as I know. But then this black streamer, they bring him on and they're like, well, and tell me, what is your views about, you know, your relationship? Are you allowed to have sex with other women? And he said something along the lines of that, and he's like, yeah, you know, my wife doesn't mind and whatever, and I plan to have a few wives in the future, but I'm focused on myself now. Which is whatever, fair enough. But then he brings a wife on, and the wife like gets a bit emotional. She's like, well, I actually hope he changes his mind, because, you know, I really love him, and the person he's off camera isn't the person he is on camera, which is kind of obvious because he's all doing it for attention. So then your man kind of loses his frame and becomes a bit weak, and then he's like, yeah, well, actually, you know, I might change my mind. So you're after losing your frame to this fucking British fella with skinny arms who comes along and tells you that what you're doing is not right, and it shocks him. He didn't even say it's not right. He wasn't really that biased, to be honest. But, like, we all know the idea he's trying to push here. So I don't really understand what the whole point of it was. At least halfway of it. Maybe I need to watch the other half. But, lads, let me know what you think. I thought it was a load of fucking shit. They had people like Rollo Tomasi then, Sterling Cooper, Andrew Tate, but they didn't interview any of them. They're the proper lads in these positive masculinity manosphere type of shit. Don't be bringing on these random black streamers I've never heard of. Fucking you probably never heard of. And then try telling them they're inside the manosphere. That's what I think.